Hey, good afternoon, Nicholas and Suresh. Is that how you say it? Suresh, did I say that correctly? You can unmute yourselves and we can talk. Turn on your camera if you don't mind too. Just this main purpose for this is a networking event. So,
Hey, good morning, Tim. How are you? This is Nick.
hey, Nick, welcome. How are you?
Thank you, sir. I'm good. I'm doing good.
Cool.
How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Is this your first time with us, Nick?
It is, yes.
How'd you find out about us?
You know, it was actually just through doing some online Google research and for local, real estate. So
That's what I like to hear.
yeah.
How you doing, Suresh? Do I say it right?
That was actually Sudish. Hey, my name's Justin. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. I actually came to the group from Sudish. I met Sudish and he told me about your group. He's like, man, you got to check it out. It's phenomenal. So just come to check it out.
Cool. Well, welcome to the group.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Cool. And you go by Jason?
I'm Justin.
Justin. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No,
okay. Cool. Well, we're going to give the rest of the folks a couple minutes here to jump on. I like to start on time as much as possible. So we'll be starting here in just a couple minutes. Where are you located, Justin?
I'm in Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you investing then in DFW area or?
I'm not. I'm thinking about it. So Sadish is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and he has some investment properties here in Oklahoma City. I'm a realtor, and I've been helping him out with it. And then he's a realtor as well in the DFW area, and I've been thinking about that area for some property as well. So he told me that you guys were a great group in providing information as far as I've never invested, so it's scary for me to go to a different city or to just see if my city, is better. I'm not familiar with the DFW area, but Sadish has been helping me out with showing me around the DFW area and things of that nature. Just trying to get, I guess, more warm and fuzzies before I make that leap.
Sure. Well, you're doing the right thing coming to a group like this. I mean, you're going to get a chance to network and learn from a lot of people, and we share a lot of good content on these calls. And then our main monthly meeting, we'll talk about this later, but the main monthly meeting is the first Saturday of the month, and we teach 2.5 hours of content on that Saturday. So you're welcome to join those meetings as well. We hope you join the group.
Yeah.
If you are going to jump into the Texas market, we have some great tools for you that will help you with comps and things like that. We don't have a comps tool for Oklahoma. I'm not sure if anybody on the call can point us in the right. Well, you have your friend.
I have MLS access here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, your friend's a realtor, so.
Well, no, I'm a realtor myself here in Oklahoma, but yeah, he can help out or share some tools with you guys. Yeah, I'm excited. What's it take to join the group?
I'll talk about it here in a little bit, but it's pretty straightforward. And I have a special offer, so I'll just save it so I can tell everybody, because we do have quite a few new folks on the call or scheduled for the call today. So welcome, Ken. You can unmute yourself and your camera. Now, I noticed, Justin, we have somebody else coming in. Are you signing on a second account right now, or did you share the link, or did your friend share the link with you?
What is that?
We have a second account being logged in with your same name.
No, it should just be me.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see what happens, but there's a second one that says it's connecting right now with the same name.
I got you.
So, okay. Ken, are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I see. Yeah. So I see what you're saying. Sudish shared the link with me, and I see that Sudish is logging in.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, gents, this is Ken. How are you?
Doing great. Welcome. So you're,
Good. Can you hear me okay?
yeah, we can. I saw your chat there. So
Okay, very good.
yeah, if you're at work,
Yeah, so watching the slide, stepped out. Yeah, but you know, it's great to be here. I love this group, Tim. I love all you're doing for this community. Appreciate it very much.
cool. Well, be sure and tell other people to come join us. You know, that the more people we have joining the group, the more networking, the more deal potential, things like that. So
Absolutely.
we want to try and tell everybody. So
Yeah.
and I'll say it now and I'll say it again later, Ken, but you know, if you really love the group, go jump on our Google page and give us a little testimonial review so that other people that are looking at us will see what you think and maybe they'll come join us too. So
Great suggestion. Absolutely, we'll do.
okay, we're going to go ahead and kick this off. We are a couple minutes late from the formal kickoff. I know that there's going to be some other folks coming on the call too, so they'll just miss the first couple minutes. My name's Tim Cook with the West DFW REI Group, and this is our monthly real estate investor lunch, learn, and connect. And it was originally a physical lunch and learn before COVID. We only had, I think, 3 meetings under our belt when COVID hit. So we haven't gone back to a physical meeting yet. Hopefully in the near future, we're going to be able to start doing that. But the whole intent behind this was to meet, network, have some lunch together, and just do some Q&A. There wasn't a particular topic that was going to be taught. It was really just to network and build relationships, build your buyers list, and just kind of answer, you know, questions that you may have to help you on a deal, talk about the market, whatever you want to talk about. So with that, almost since we can't meet and shake hands, you know, I'm going to reach to the screen and shake everybody's hand and say, I want to do some networking here just really quick by letting everyone on the call here just take 30 to 60 seconds, give your name, what you're doing in the business. You know, have you done a deal? Have you not done a deal? Have you done 20? You know, whatever it is, what part of the Metroplex you're in, and then give you, if you're an active buyer, if you're looking for deals, drop your name, phone number, and email in the chat box, and then everybody will see it so that we can kind of help, you know, build our contact list and help build the buyers list. So with that, I'll start off first, just so you can see for the new folks, see what I do as an example, and then you can go from there. So my name's Tim Cook with the West DFW REI Group. I run a real estate investment company in Weatherford, Texas, called TMC Property Solutions. We've been in business for 21 years, and we have had this group for, I think, 11 and a half. November, I think, is 12 years. So we've had a lot of people come through the group over the years and do a lot of deals. And our goal in the group is to help you get started in the business or take your business to the next level. So we have all these educational calls. We're back to physical meetings on the first Saturday of each month. We had our first one, our second one this month. So we're planning on continuing those as much as we can. And then we have this call the third Thursday of every month. And the second Tuesday of every month is for the paid VIP members of the group. So it's a members only call, and I call it a mastermind call. So we get into some detail, and no first timers, no newbie. Well, it could be newbie, but you got to be a member of the group in order to attend that call. Okay. So we'll talk more about the group later. As far as my business goes, I do a little bit of everything in the business as far as deals. I'm not a huge wholesaler. I like rehabbing, and I like buying subject to, taking over the mortgages, selling on owner finance. We do some rentals, but not an awful lot. So I also do joint venturing with members of the group. So that's something to think about if you need some help with a deal and you're not sure. Maybe we joint venture. I also do some consulting and mentoring on a monthly basis if that's something that interests you as well. So I do a lot of things in the business. I will drop my info in the chat as well. I am looking for deals. So if you've got stuff that maybe doesn't fit your criteria, you can send it to me, and I can pay you whatever we got to do to get the deal done. So I am actively looking for things to both rehab as well as buy, subject to, and maybe keep as a rental property as well. So I will drop my info in the chat, and that's pretty much. I can talk for long times, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to turn it over to Nick next.
Perfect. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, thanks a lot for having me here and letting me jump in on this chat. I do appreciate it. So my name is Nicholas Condon. Me and the family just recently moved to Texas about a year and a half ago, and I'm up in your neck of the woods, Tim. We actually live in Aledo.
Okay.
So yeah, on my investment side of life, up until now, I've been pretty passive, working with my brother-in-law. He runs a real estate business out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I've been investing money with him to do some hard money loans down in the area. And when we kind of moved out here, I kind of took an opportunity to try and spur out a little bit on my own if I can. I'm still doing a lot of work with him out in Tennessee, but seeing if I can do some money lending out here in the area as well. So that's the kind of the side of life that I'm looking at right now. However, flipping properties, investing in properties, rental properties is never outside the scope of things that I would be interested in getting into. But just kind of more keeping it on the commercial hard money lending right now.
Okay. Cool. Well, welcome to the call today, Nick.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Justin, you're up next.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. So I'm brand new here. I'm a real estate agent in Oklahoma City. The reason I'm here in your group today is I was invited by another individual, Sadish, that's on the call. Me and Sadish have helped each other out with him looking at properties here in Oklahoma, me being able to run some, comps and CMAs for him, find properties for him, try to find off-market properties for him as well. And I'm just trying to seek with you guys just more information on it so I can better help him. And then also once I can watch the process as I'm learning with the individual as well, once I can see the process and just duplicate it there in different areas is really what I'm trying to do. Really what I'm looking at as well is more of a multifamily, like duplex, triplex, and quadplex, more so than residential single family homes.
Cool.
In a nutshell.
Welcome to the call.
Thank you, my friend.
Hopefully we'll see you back in the near future. So
Certainly.
like I told you earlier, this is a great place to be starting out at, and whether you're brand new or even as a seasoned investor, 21 years in the business, I still learn stuff from people on this call. So
Yes.
It's cool. Never ending.
Yes.
So be sure you drop your info in the chat box, guys. So, okay, Ken, you're up next.
Hey, Tim, this is Suresh Revuru.
Yes, welcome.
Hi. Thank you. So I was a realtor living in Frisco, Texas. So I have attended around 4 meetings so far. I'm a very newbie to the investing. So far I have my home is there, and I am not, other than my home, I was not invested on anything. I started after going through all the sessions. I was inspired and wanted to get into the real estate investing. So I am right now started looking the multifamilies. That's what my focus right now. So for a good cash flow. So I just started. I'm kind of a newbie. So I take a lot of information from you guys, and I really appreciate your help and support.
Well, good. Again, this is a great place to be to learn the business, because we talk about everything. you know, and although we have guest speakers that come in with courses to sell you, we have a lot of content that's free. I mean, we teach a lot of stuff. Becoming a member of the group is very, very reasonable. It's pocket change for what you get out of it. But the majority of our calls and stuff, there's no cost to them. And you just get more access with being a paid member. And then again, occasionally we'll have a guest speaker that'll come in and have something for sale. I will tell you that those people that are selling stuff have been scrutinized by me pretty well, because I don't want just anybody in here selling something. I want to make sure that I know what it's about, whether or not it's worthwhile, whether it's valid in Texas. You know, you're not going to see a lot of people coming from out of state selling you something that works in Utah or California, but not Texas. So, but again, you're in a great place here. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoy it. Hopefully see you back soon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you too.
Ken, are you able to chat now or no?
Yeah, you bet. Just
Okay.
wanted to say hey to everybody. For the past 2 years, I've been involved in participating in passive syndications. And then just recently, within the last several months, I've been looking for single family rentals, the west side of the Metroplex. And so this is a great group to learn all of those details. And so it's great to be here. But Tim and I had talked via email that I had just joined up with Anderson Business Advisors, which I've been really, really appreciative of their guidance also. So
Good.
just here to absorb. So,
By the way, you can't buy houses in West Fort Worth. That's where I go.
yes, I know that.
Just joking.
I just want your throwaways, Tim.
And I want yours.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay. So again, just a reminder, put your contact info and what you're buying and all that stuff. If you're looking to buy, make sure you put it in the chat so everybody can see that. So don't think we have anybody else to introduce. We have a small group today. So I'm just going to open it up to the floor here and see who's got what questions that you want to talk about. I have a couple things that I always can talk about, you know, if you don't have a question, but I want to make sure I answer your questions. So who wants to go first?
Hey, Tim, I'll jump in. And I know a lot of people are more in on the buying and selling of actual real estate, but what do you see in your group from the hard money and commercial lending side of life? Is there individuals that are doing that sort of thing that I can connect with, or what's your advice on that part?
So we actually have sponsors in the group. Let me just share my screen real quick here. Can you see you see the screen now, the web page?
Yep.
So if you come over here to resources and group sponsors, and you know, we're always looking for additional sponsors, but I take sponsors very seriously. They've got to be people that you can trust your grandmother with, you know, in other words, you can send grandma to these sponsors and they'll still perform the high quality service that you would expect them to and still be able to sleep at night. Okay. So all these sponsors are very trustworthy. They've been in the business for a long time. So we have a note servicing company here. We have a note buyer. We have a hard money lender right here, Longhorn Investments. And we have a conventional mortgage company here. Now, Ruth Ann Dunham with Service First Mortgage, I say conventional, she's been in the group a long time. She does all kinds of things, different types of loans that a lot of mortgage companies don't do. But those two people, Longhorn Investments with Ryan Blake and Service First Mortgage. I would definitely recommend, Nick, that you go check them out and connect with them. Good people. They've been in a group for a very long time.
Okay. Perfect.
But that's over here again. It's under the resources and group sponsors. Also, for all of you on the call, if you know other people or businesses that would be a good fit for this group, invite them to come and take a look at us and see if we are a good fit. We need more sponsors in the group. My goal is to have every kind of resource that an investor could ever use in the group, so that you know where to go when you need something. You don't want to be the next news story where a contractor, took your money and ripped you off and never came back again. So we've got, roofing companies, heat and air conditioning companies. We are on the hunt for a new insurance company. I mean, we need all kinds of, handyman services. I'm working on a handyman / rehab company, trying to get them in as a sponsor. But anybody that you think is a good fit for our business, our industry, bring them to us and let's get them in the group and see what they think.
Sure. And are all your sponsors that you have on the website, are they also members of the group?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sponsors have to pay a sponsorship fee to be a member and a sponsor of the group.
Gotcha. Okay.
So who's next? What other questions we got?
Hey, this is Ken Schwartz. I'm curious about what folks who have rental properties, how they're pricing their rent increases when they re-up their leases with tenants. With appreciation and just so much going on with single family houses. I'm curious how, as an owner, you're keeping up to get market rents. How you're finding what that rent should be for the next time you renew the lease.
Okay. Does anybody want to tackle that? Anybody else on the call doing rentals? So I do a little bit of rentals and not a whole lot. I purposely am not a landlord, although I have a couple. But what you need to do is go check out the market. And we just added, by the way, a new sponsor that is a property manager. And I just bought a house that I'm getting ready to turn over to him. And that's Kimball Property Management, John Beeman. And you might reach out to him, Ken, and see what he has to say about the market. But I try, I've always done this regardless of what the market's doing, but I've tried to keep it pretty darn close to the 1% of the market value of that property, as long as the home warrants it. So it just depends on the home, how much money you've put into it, what kind of condition it's in, the location of it, all those things come into play, but I pull comps on them every year and see what the market's doing. I just spoke to John a few days ago. We were at my property that I just bought in Burleson. Matter of fact, I have to be sure and leave today at 1 o'clock on this call because I go meet a contractor there. But he is probably going to be managing this property for me. And right now, with all the people, the influx of people coming from the hurricanes and the forest fires and all that stuff, we just have a huge influx of people and not enough property. So rental property right now is coming at a premium. I mean, they're getting good prices, 1% and more in some cases, if the house is in good shape, you know, and depending on location and stuff. But they're not taking long to rent. They're gone in a couple of days. Does that help? Ken, you still there? Okay. Who else? Who else got a question?
Looks like Ken just shot you a message on that one, Tim. I think he may had to go on the down low again.
Okay.
Tim,
Yeah.
this is Suresh. My apologies of not switching on the camera. So I have a question here. Let's say in nowadays market, we cannot meet that 1% on the rent, right? So what are the other parameters we will consider if we don't meet that 1%? Because majority of the DFW area, we don't see the rents targeting 1% of the purchase price. So in that case, is there any other parameters we will use to evaluate?
Well, I guess, you know, that it's going to boil down to your business model, I think, and, you know, what are you looking for in cash flow? If you're not seeing 1%, are these low-end homes, high-end homes, or what?
Is a middle range, so medium class, yeah.
What part of the Metroplex?
I'm looking most to the Fort Worth area.
Okay. And you're not seeing 1%?
I'm not seeing 1% in Fort Worth area.
Okay. What you might do is reach out to John Kimball here
Okay.
and talk to him about it.
Okay.
You know, not every house is going to get that, but you know, there's no reason why you shouldn't get, you know, pretty darn close to that if the house is in good shape. Keep in mind that, you know, the higher price you go, you know, the further away from that 1% it may be, in the style of the home, the condition of the home. You know, not all 1,500 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garages are all the same, right? So, you know, what's the neighborhood like? What's the next door neighbor like? What's the school system like? What's the quality and the condition of the home? They all come into play.
Okay. Got you. Thanks.
And another piece of that you have to consider is, in my opinion, is did you pay cash for it? You know, was it an IRA purchase where you have no debt on it? Because you can cash flow those properties a whole lot easier than you can something with a mortgage, right?
Yes.
And the other factor is greed. How greedy are you? You know, how much money, how much cash flow are you trying to get out of it? You know, I see investors. I actually had an investor tell me that he wanted to buy houses at 70% discount. And I said, well, good luck with that. We all want to do that.
Yes.
But I bet he don't buy many houses, you know?
Yes.
So.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
You bet. Next. Nobody? So while you're thinking of another question, I just want to point out a couple things on the webpage here. Remember, we're all here to do more deals, right? That's what it's all about. So as a member of this group, and even non-members, you can come here and look at this property listings page right here. And this shows you all the properties that are currently available from members of this group. So you, as a paid member, you get a free website included with membership. When you post your home on your website, it syndicates up to this page here. So we help you sell your houses through this group page. So, you know, it's public, you know, public view, people can see this, but also once a week, the system sends out your property listing to the entire membership and all the users. So, thousands of people see those property listings. So keep that in mind. You'll get the email once a week. You may have already recall seeing that, but you can also come in here and see what's happening. Now, this is a new one right here that I just put under contract this week. And I don't know if anybody is into, hoarder properties, meaning it's full of junk. And I'm not kidding. You might come in here and look at this. If you like, going through and cleaning up properties, this would be one for you to do that. There's a lot of money in this house in salvage money to remove all the steel, sell the copper, sell the stuff on the property. There's a lot here. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know and we'll get you in there and take a look at it. But it is a mess. I'm warning you right now, it is a huge mess. The other thing, since we have a few new people on the call, come in and see what's on the calendar of events for the future. Here we are today. Here's our meeting for next Saturday. This is our first Saturday of the month event, and it's going to be all about video marketing and social media marketing. So that's going to be a great event. You don't want to miss that if you're interested in that kind of stuff.
Hey, Tim, back on the houses real quick. I can make an assumption, but I don't like assuming anything. Are those all just personal postings, or are these MSL listed properties as well?
These are all member postings. They may be MLS properties, but these are all investor members of this group.
So more than likely, I would guess a lot of them are off market.
That's correct.
Off market homes. Okay.
Well, I mean, actually right now, every one of these on here were my properties. So nobody else has got a property, or what I find is a lot of people forget they have this free website to go post on and they don't do it. So this is mine. And this short sale right here, it's mine, but it did go on MLS because doing a short sale, the realtors require it to be listed, but it's already sold. Had 20 offers and sold it for $20,000 over asking.
Okay, so typically with you do go through some sort of lender when you're buying and selling yourself?
No,
You do it yourself.
I do frequently use a private lender, but I don't go to banks, and I don't do hard money personally.
And what about agents? Are you buying and selling through agents?
I don't typically buy through an agent. I will if I find the right deal, but I do sell through an agent all of my rehabs, like this one.
Okay.
I mean, this, I put so much money into them in the rehab that I want to get my money back out of them. So MLS is the best way to do that.
Sure.
This was almost a bulldozed property, almost needed to be bulldozed, and it sold for $230,000, which was $35,000 over asking price. So,
Yeah,
but the
looks
best way to
great.
do that is to sell it through MLS. What else? Okay, so you want to hear about a house I just bought? I'm waiting for somebody else to come up with a question. So if you come up with more questions, let me know. Okay. We just bought a new house in Burleson, and matter of fact, it was on, for those of you that missed the property walkthrough this week, that's the house that we did. We went into this house and did a walkthrough of that property. What we're doing now is we're having these property walkthroughs to help educate everybody on rehabbing houses. So we bring everybody in, we let everybody go check it out, take a look at it for themselves, and then talk about what needs to be done. Who would do what to the house? If it's going to be a fix and flip, or if it's going to be a rental property, or you're going to try and wholesale it, what would you do to the house? So this was a good event. The house that I just showed you that we sold a couple months ago, that was another one that we did that turned out real well. I think we had 10 or 12 people at this on Monday on this one, but it's good because people that want to get into rehabbing houses, they don't know what to look for, what kind of questions to ask, what kind of things to do, what kind of things not to do, and so forth. So had a good event doing that. This was, most people ask me, well, how did I find this house? This was a referral from my barber. And matter of fact, I'm going to pay my barber the referral fee today for connecting me with this seller for getting this deal done. So, but you'll find that referrals are really a good source if you can just, tell people all about you and what you do, and to please share that with everybody so you can try and help them. So, but this house is going to be, we decided that what was unique about this house is it's got 2 kitchens. And you don't see that very often. And, the property manager that I just talked about, he said, that might draw in the wrong crowd. You might get too many people in that house, family members, 2 families and stuff in there, which you don't want as a rental property. And then my realtor said, that's very unique, and you're going to eliminate a lot of potential buyers for the house because it has 2 kitchens. So in the end, I decided we're going to gut the second kitchen, and we're going to make a formal dining room out of that space and rehab this lightly for a rental property. So we're going to put this on the market probably at $1,800 to $1,900 a month on this house. I'm going to meet the contractor this afternoon to finalize the estimate on it.
Hey, Tim, is this something you guys are looking at doing more often? Because now that I've found you guys, I'd be, very interested in getting to one of these walkthroughs to kind of learn more about the process. Is it something you'll continue?
Yep. So we're just starting it. This is only our second one. So I will do this for the paid members. If other paid members have homes that they want to use for these training evolutions, and quite honestly, if you think about it, this is a great opportunity for you to sell the house too, right? So if somebody wanted to buy this house, would I have said no when we were doing the property walkthrough?
Sure.
I didn't buy it for that purpose. I didn't do the property walkthrough for the purposes of selling it. I did it for training of the group members. So, but yes, if you have a property, then be happy to do it. It's a good experience. I learned something new every time as well, but it's a really good experience doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for more people on the call and myself included, just seeing kind of the beginning process and what people are thinking about could be, a huge learning opportunity.
100%, because you can actually see it, and it eliminates that fear of unknown or uncertainty.
Yep.
Because you can see it firsthand.
If you go on to our group YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. But if you go to the group YouTube channel, go look at all of these properties here. Look for the ones that are, right here, Fort Worth property walkthrough. This is the one that we just did. And we did a whole series of progress videos. So we did the initial walkthrough when nothing had been done to it. And then I did a progress video every couple of weeks until the final product. So go watch the video. It's an amazing transformation of what we started with to what we ended up with.
Yes, will do.
And be sure you subscribe to the channel for us.
Oh, certainly.
Okay, what else? Man, am I boring you that much? So again, I'm kind of killing time to wait for you to have some more questions for me. Under this resources tab, there's a ton of information here for you. Industry resources, the local resources. I mean, Justin, this might be the area that you and your partner might be interested in. There's a ton of links in here about the local market, things,
Yeah.
tools that you can use, off-market leads, all kinds of stuff in here.
Okay.
So go in and spend some time in there. We don't have time to go through each of those items. Here's where all the list of benefits are. Here's our product list. So I mentioned earlier, we have people that come in and teach a course and offer it up for sale. So you can see some of those different courses available here that you may find helpful in your business. Okay. This is one that I do personally teach, is the subject to learn how to take over those mortgages. And I usually do that workshop probably once a year, sometimes more often, but that's a really interesting strategy in today's market, especially in today's market. Then we have blogs and real estate articles. And then if you're looking for any other educational material, you can reach out to me here. I've got a whole bunch of used real estate investor education stuff that I just don't need anymore, that I've bought and learned from over the years. Another big benefit to the paid members is you have a built-in buyers list. You can see the whole members directory right in here as a paid member. So keep that in mind. But here's the biggest thing for you right here is, past meeting files. So one of the big benefits to you as a paid member is having online access to the past 6 months of training, video, audio, and documents. Notice here, it's all the green check marks. That means there's audio, video, and documents. And then it tells you 169 more days remaining that you have access to it. All these down here say no longer available. But if you are a paid member and you want to go see revisiting rehabs or how to survive your first 12 months as a real estate investor, if you reach out to me and tell me you want to see that, I can give you access for 24 hours, giving you time to download it or listen to it or whatever you want. But you'll see there's a lot of content in here from past meetings. And no other REI group that I'm aware of here is offering that kind of access to all that kind of content. So, and then we got past meeting video, but here's another big benefit, my downloads. Guess what? You have access to all these forms, all these disclosures, all these special reports. I give you a 89 ways to find wholesale deals free report that I wrote and I updated every year or two, but that's available in here, and you get all this other stuff in here too. So these are all things that I think are important to new investors, might even be seasoned investors, but all that stuff's available to you in your members area. And then you have your own website, and can you see the TMC Property Solutions page? Anybody?
Yep, it's coming up.
Okay, so this is my website that's included with the group membership. So, this is just an example of what you get, but you've got buyers. You can build a buyer's list here. You've got a couple free reports that people can download. When they download those reports, you capture their contact information. You show your property listings. Remember, I was showing you this on the group website, this hoarder's house. You know, here's my properties that I've had. Here's the short sale I was just telling you about that's under contract now. There's that one I was just telling you about. We did the walkthrough on. So that's what the website looks like. There's a bunch of different templates and all that that you can go look at and change and so forth. And then sellers, they can come in here and submit their house for sale to you. So all that stuff comes into the back office area of your website. Where'd it go? Got lost here. There's a bunch of training videos in here, how to use the system. Okay. And then somebody asked me earlier about how do you become a member. What I highly recommend you do is come into the member benefits area here. And this shows you all the benefits that you get as a paid member of this group. So the special offer that we have right now, membership is typically $150 for a year, if paid, you know, for a year. And what I've been offering right now is anybody that signs up for that $150, you get one of these great T-shirts for the group. It says "We Buy Houses" on the back. You get 3 extra months of membership with that $150 offer, which means that your price is down to $10 a month to get access to all this training. Come to the members only calls and get online access to all this stuff that I showed you over here. I mean, it's peanuts. You spend more than that on Starbucks coffee. So again, you can just come into this benefits area, and then there's the annual membership. If you have a partner, then you can have 2 of you for $240, which again is pocket change. You can also do an online only membership for $120, which means that the main monthly meeting that we do on the first Saturday of the month, that is not included. You get all the same content, and you don't get the T-shirt. I also am offering a Ron LeGrand book and CD. Ron's my hero. Ron's my mentor when I got started in this business. So I offer that free book for that annual membership. And then one of the biggest things for new people is this 21-day trial here of the Fast CMA Comps tool, and then 150 premium off-market leads with Real Estate IQ. And what that is they're a data company, and they provide leads, off-market leads, fresh off-market leads, and they skip trace them, which means that list comes with emails and phone numbers. Okay, so that's a big benefit to you. You get a 21-day trial of that for $1. Okay. And then once you've decided what you are interested in, which level of membership, you just come in here and select 150 and just follow the prompts, and you can go get registered that way. And then
Are those monthly?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, Tim. Are those monthly meetings that you guys do? Are those in-person meetings, or are you guys holding them online as of now?
So this month, we just did our second in-person meeting in 18 months. So we are back to in-person meetings. We are currently still Zooming it as well, in addition to the in-person, but it is very hard to do both. So we will eventually phase out Zoom for those calls.
Yeah, it's nice to get to meet people in person.
That's right. The weekday calls are currently still Zoom. And then here's some more of the benefits that you get with the Think Realty program. So you get all kinds of discounts with all these different vendors, paint companies, sign companies, junk, trash out, flooring companies. There's some more paint companies, GE appliances. I'm getting ready to go check this out. That they advertise 20% off on appliances. Oh, 25% off. So they have a lot of these vendors. This is all a free benefit as part of Think Realty. So that'll come to you. The Think Realty subscription will come to you in the membership sign up. Actually, you can also sign up right there. Any questions about the membership or benefits or anything?
No, I think I'm going to take some time to just take a look at all of them and see what they all are. Just go through your website and whatnot and see if it makes sense for myself. So far, it seems great.
Good. There's so much to gain. If you're an active investor and trying to learn, there's so much stuff in there. It's actually overwhelming. There's so much.
Yes.
So, okay, welcome, Lisa. I see you chime in there. Did you by chance have any questions on anything, Lisa?
No, since I just hopped on. I do know on that Think Realty, there was a couple of them that you have to sign up with them individually, like 2 of the flooring companies. I had to sign up,
That's correct.
directly beyond that.
Yeah, well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's all of them.
Okay.
You have to do that with. So you become a Think Realty member. That gets you access to all those vendors, and then you have to go activate your account with them. And that's what gets you the discount. So it really is a 2-step process. You have to go register with Think Realty, which is free, and then go activate your accounts with the vendors that you want to use. You don't have to, sign up for all of them. And that sign up is a free process. And I've actually had the personal local reps reaching out to me for the paint companies and stuff like that here in the DFW area because I recently activated my accounts.
Okay, yeah, I just did the flooring one day. I need to go through and I guess and do them all.
I did register for the GE appliance one too. So I'm starting to receive discounted, emails, sales and stuff from them. So we're going to be buying some appliances shortly for one of our properties. So, but there's a lot, the biggest one that I use a lot is the Home Depot Pro services. They're a bigger discount over Home Depot, and they do all the accessory type things, doorknobs, fans, lights, faucets, appliances, that kind of stuff. They don't do drywall and 2x4s and lumber type things. So we've been using them for years, and we get quite a bit of savings on them. Once in a while, the pricing. Say again?
Is there any minimum with the Home Depot Pro? Is like minimum
No.
orders or minimum in the year?
Nope.
Okay.
They will deliver a pencil to you. So they make it very easy as far as that goes. Okay, what else? So we've been kind of a quiet crowd today. We haven't had a whole lot of questions. The event coming up on 2 October is going to be great. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be all about video and social media marketing. And the speaker, Lolita Chiro, has been doing that stuff for a long time. So I think you'll find it very exciting. And it should be a really good networking event as well. That will be an in-person meeting on 2 October. And thank you to Lisa. Lisa is getting the space for us to meet in. Okay, what else? I do need to leave in just a few minutes. I've got to go meet a contractor here at my new house in Burleson to finalize the rehab on it.
Are you going to flip it or rent it?
Rent it. Yep. Took one of your suggestions, huh? We're gonna strip that kitchen out, and we want to try and put a wet bar in that left side where the sink is at now, and just keep a whole buffet, cabinet storage there. If there's space for the dining room table after that, we got to go down there and measure it and make sure there's room for that.
Are you thinking about doing not 24 inches deep, but like 12 inches, 18 inches deep, 12, 18 inches deep?
Hadn't really thought about that because I was really thinking about trying to reuse the cabinets.
Oh,
So we're going to take some measurements and see. I'm not sure if we can do it with that corner cabinet. I want to go see that corner cabinet and how it's installed. Anyhow, I hope to finalize that today. I'm going down there to meet a contractor there and walk through. Since this is my first job with them, I want to walk through every line item with them, make sure we didn't miss anything, make sure it's clear what we're trying to do. And so
I have a question, I guess, if we're talking about contractors. So, when you have a contractor contract, I assume that you set it up in phases to be completed in payments.
well, my experience has been every one of these contractors have different program. I've had 50% down and then pay in certain number of weeks, another payment. I really refuse to put down that much money up front personally. And that's kept me safe. I don't want to lose money. I don't want anybody else to lose money. The other thing I've got to talk to this company about is they want 65% down, and I'm saying I'm not doing that. So, but they're all different. It's an important conversation to have up front.
So, one of the suggestions from another vendor or another investor is to, like, if you do it in phases, let's say they finish the sheetrock and the drywall, and that's a phase that you're going to pay, is to have them sign off on the vendor's lien for that work that you just paid for. Do you usually have yours sign off as you go?
No. I've
Has
heard
that ever bit you in the past?
Never. No, I have never lost money with a contractor, and I have been very careful up front, I think, to make sure I know who's doing what to who and when. And some of that's a lot of due diligence beforehand, to find out what other people have experienced. But I've not done that. You could do it. I just haven't done it.
Just, in some of the Facebook groups, like, DFW investment, DFW REIs, blah, blah, blah. I'm always, pretty much every day, there's some post of somebody being screwed by a contractor. Contractor took the down and showed up for one day and never came back, or, took the money and run. You read that a lot.
You do. And, of course, that's always what I keep talking about with sponsors, right? We want to have sponsors that we can trust for the membership so that you don't have to worry about that as much. So again, I do some due diligence. I go do the search on Facebook and so Google and Better Business Bureau, just to kind of see what the history has been about that particular company. I've got a guy right now bugging the heck out of me on Facebook that's a contractor. You know, I asked him one question and now he's bombarding me trying to, you know, get me to talk more and say more and stuff. And he didn't answer my question. And that was, do you have a website? And do you have referrals and Better Business Bureau references, you know, so I can go see what other people say? He didn't answer those questions. He wants to keep telling me all these other things that he does. And that's not what I asked him.
Well, the referrals is the easiest because they can cherry pick their happiest clients.
Yeah, but that's, I wanted to go see what Google had to say. I wanted to know his company name. He wouldn't even tell me his company name. He was just going by
That's
his
a red
name.
flag.
Yep. Boy, I'm a DFW area contractor. I can go all over DFW and I do this, this, and this, and this. Okay, well, it's going to take more than that, because you're right. I don't want to be one of those people that get ripped off. Somebody told me just recently that they got ripped off by something like $8,000 or $10,000 from somebody.
Wow.
We don't want that.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
agree with you, though,
never-
Lisa. It just seems like something you always hear about it.
Yep. It's something that's never happened to anybody in the group when they're using sponsors. Now, I will tell you that we have had a couple sponsors in the past that are no longer in the business because, you know, they talk a good story and do a good job at the beginning, but then things started going downhill, and you know, we had conversations and they no longer are in the group. So, you know, we try and make sure that we protect everybody. You know, need to be reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and provide quality work for the money. But that's a big issue. You need to do your due diligence when you're looking for contractors. I am working on one right now. I'm going to meet one today that I hope will turn into a sponsor in the group. Okay. Nobody else have anything, huh?
No, I just want to say thanks a lot, Tim, for, you know, me and myself being new to this area. I appreciate you letting me join in on this conversation and getting to meet you guys and say hi.
You bet.
And it's been great.
Is that an Air Force logo on your shirt?
It's not. That's actually the Colorado Springs Airport logo.
Okay,
That
I
was-
couldn't see the whole thing, so.
Yeah.
Well, you're off the hook then, because I'm a Marine and I would have,
I'm a Marine too.
hoorah. I knew there's something I liked about you.
You're not there yet.
No, it sure has changed color though.
Yes, yes.
Lisa, one thing, you missed it. We were sharing contact info and what you're looking for and so forth. If you want to drop that in the chat real quick.
Sure.
And then everybody will be able to get Lisa's information as well. Okay, so.
Tim, thank you so much. This is Suresh. Thank you so much, Tim. So I'm also a newbie and I learned a lot from you. Thank you so much.
Well, good. Thank you for that. And as I mentioned at the beginning, in the past, I haven't done very well with asking for testimonials and reviews. If you wouldn't mind, go to Google and Google West DFW REI Group and click on review and write us a review. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you get out of the group. Recommend that other people attend the group, you know, if they're looking to learn things and network and build a buyer's list and learn how to do more deals. If you want, I can send everybody the link directly to the reviews page, but you know, you can do that too by just Googling it and finding it on Google. So West DFW REI Group. But that helps us with other people looking at the group. I can't remember who it was said you found us on Google, but that just helps us show up in Google better at the top of the page. And people like to see those reviews. You know, if I go to a website that has one review or none, I'm a little standoffish about trying to use them if I'm going to spend money with them. So I want to make sure that people know what kind of group we are. We are a little different than the other groups.
Mhm.
Thank you, Lisa. We are different than the other groups. So many of the other groups are nothing but sale, 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 sale.
Yeah, I went to several of the meetings in, what's his name, the Arlington
Yes,
guy.
Joe.
Joe Boston's group in Arlington. And pretty much, you know, the description sounds like it's going to be kind of educational, but then when you go, it's all teasers by my program, blah, blah, blah. You know, he had a couple that I picked up a few odds and ends from, but overall, I just felt like his group, because I went on and off for a couple of years, that his group was a lot more newbies, you know, brand new and selling. Now, he had some people in the group that definitely had experience, but I don't know. I just felt like I didn't get much worthwhile for my time, you know, because it seemed like it was more pushing everybody's sales agenda. And that's the difference with Tim's group is even though he brings in someone, even though they're talking their own program, if you sit in that 1.5 hours, you will definitely walk away with education and learn something and get something for your time, even though if maybe you're not interested in their program. And I really appreciate that. I mean, I think Tim's is more based on education than trying to make a profit off of us.
We've been that way for the last, it's either 11 or 12 years. I think it's 12 years, November 9th. So thank you for that, Lisa. Okay, everyone. Well, listen, I need to go meet this contractor. I hope you will go get registered for Saturday, 2 October. It's going to be a great event. I think we're going to have another Anderson Advisors tax and asset protection workshop coming up shortly. So that'll be showing up on the calendar. And I have some other things I want to do, but I got to find me an assistant first. I need to hire an assistant. It's killing me not having one with all the administrative work and the trust documents that I've been doing on the properties I'm buying in trust and selling in a trust. So I bought this last Monday, or 2 weeks ago Monday. And then I'm selling one this coming Monday that's been in the trust for a long time. And, you know, with the market the way it is, just makes sense to sell it and reap the rewards all tax-free in my IRA. So if you don't know anything about self-directed IRAs yet, you need to pay close attention there. A huge opportunity with self-directed IRAs. So who's using a self-directed IRA? Anybody? Nobody?
I have one set up. I haven't used it. I mean, it's ready to go.
Okay.
Just I haven't found a property to put in it.
Okay. Well, here's a quick,
Hey, Tim.
I'm sure you know this, Lisa, but.
Tim, I was just going to say, yeah.
Say again?
I was just going to say, yeah, I've got some syndications funded through through myself. Yeah. And
Cool.
Quest Trust is who I work with, and they're completely awesome. They're really, really great.
Okay, cool. Well, I've been using Equity Trust for many, many years. They teach a workshop for us once in a while as well. But here's one of the coolest ways to boost your cash in your IRA really fast is go do a wholesale deal and take $100 option fee out of your IRA, earnest money, and go put that down on that deal and then assign that contract and reap the rewards. All that profit goes back into your IRA tax-free. But if you're starting out with little funds, go do that deal in your IRA. Equity Trust requires a minimum of $100. I don't know what Quest does, but you know, just use that money from the IRA and just wholesale that, and that money has to go back in the IRA. What a sweet deal. You can really boost your IRA really fast that way. But it works great for lending money, works great for borrowing money if you're the borrower. It works great for, letting your IRA buy property in and rent it.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Tim, this may be a topic for future webinars or whatever, but yeah,
Sure.
it's a rich field for. Also, there's health spending accounts that you can do. I know people who buy land, and the land is bought by the health spending account. So basically, they're funding their future medical expenses with.
Oh, you can do all kinds of things through the self-directed IRAs. It's not just a real estate tool. You can buy businesses and all kinds of stuff. So, but that is a topic for another day. I do need to let you go. So I appreciate your time. Glad to hear you got something out of it today. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Go buy a house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks,
you so
Tim.
much. Thank you.
Thanks to everyone. Appreciate it.
Welcome. Have a good one.
You as well.